the go live button. I think we're going live.
Oh, say, can you
Copyright.
see by the dawn's early light something else that is a bit about manifest destiny?
Oh, yeah. You're not wrong.
Would you prefer American cultural imperialism or American actual imperialism?
It's a good competition to have, like, when no one's watching.
On the offset. Oh, what about unless you're watching afterwards from a later date? I know sometimes the Duggans watch on a later date. Hello to you. I imagine Karen will have already skipped you forward. Oh, actually, no. I think my sister and her lovely husband Chris watch sometimes afterwards as well. So if you're watching this, lovely.
Or
to see
they
you.
have notifications on for Hillbeat, and they're straight
Oh,
in.
which I'm sure most people do.
Um,
If you've got notifications on for my personal YouTube channel, then you might have seen something earlier on, but don't worry about it. You'll find out more about that later.
It's unlisted.
Have you shared it in the different places, Jack?
I'm sharing it. Isn't that thing unlisted, Hugo?
It's unlisted.
Sure it is. Oh, was it not originally? Oh, I see.
As always, there is an superstar in front of the show on screen. Can you work out who it is? It might be someone who has had a position in the world that's relevant today, or yesterday. This land is my land. This land is your land. From California to New England. Not sure.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, we all like the quiz. I'm going to share it. It's the inauguration special, if you hadn't noticed, but very little of it will be to do with the inauguration. Don't you worry.
However, enough of it will be to War in the Name.
Yeah, I think so. Do you
want me to share it to Beato's Playtime and
Fresh 2020?
Yep.
Gnarly. Yeah, that sounds a great time. I hope you love this really low res background image as well. Basically, what happened was I asked Cheadle, who's currently living in college, to take me a picture of college, and he did. But it was quite short notice, so he just took one out of his window where it was a little bit blurry, or possibly when it was snowing a few days ago.
I was say it's snowing.
Today,
it's snowing
that was last night. Today he went out and actually took me some nice ones, but I'd already put them in the quiz. You know,
it's too late. It's too late at that point. All right, everything's shared as far as I can tell.
Brilliant news. Do give us a little hello in the chat if you're watching. If you're not watching, you can do that as well if you like. I'm in a different place from normal. I'm downstairs because I am. And Jackson, his brother's room.
I am in my brother's room. I've been in my brother's room for the last couple of quizzes, I think, because my regular room, the room in which I sleep in, does not have very good Wi-Fi connection. So.
Luckily we've got the eyes of Ziggy from Lazy Town staring down at us.
No.
Ziggy, sweets are mine, and this triagonal sign. Sorry, I'm very singy today. That won't last long. There's no music rounds today, unfortunately.
What?
Am I echoing for you, Jack?
No, not at all. That's a good segue, Hugo. What have we got lined up for you today?
Alex Pearson says hello. Hello to you, Alex. Thank you for your service. We've got a lot of lined up for you today. We've got a specialist round on cocktails, as well as some inauguration special questions littered throughout about American presidents and such. You might notice that there's an international political superstar and friend of the show. Not sure. On screen now with his face slightly blocked out. Can you tell me who it is? As a little teaser before we get going.
You might find a clue in the background. If you look really carefully.
Oh, if you look really carefully, they look like they might be from the Philippines or Liberia or something.
I think something potentially on those
Singapore.
lines.
I meant, sorry, Malaysia. I mean, I got there eventually.
I'm sure it's fine. That's absolutely fine.
I mean, that's okay. It's a good time. It is a good time. Let's wait a couple more minutes before we get started, just for the last people I know are streaming in as we speak.
flooding in. Obviously, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the LBG YouTube channel. But I always like to give it a little plug right at the start.
We really want to get to our paper play button.
When is that? Is that 120?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Also, get a pen and paper ready, or if you use a notes app, that's fine as well.
Yep.
Get yourself a little team, or go on your own. That's welcome too. Grab yourself a little bit of refreshment, maybe a packet of mini cheddars, and a nice glass of icy water.
Oh, that sounds like a lovely combination, Hugo. What a great idea.
Yeah, mini cheddars.
Settle in. It's quite awful weather outside, but luckily, nice and warm in here.
That's a bit like what they say in the intro sometimes to the game Hearthstone, if you've ever played. It's this guy in a really rubbish Scottish accent saying,
is he going
it's
to go
cold
there?
out here, but it's warm in here by the fire. Or something like that. By the hearth, I think he says.
I don't know the game, but I can, appreciate the sentiment.
It's a good time. I'm going to... Let's get started at least. Let's show you the international superstar in front of the show. It is, of course, everyone's good friend, Gerald Ford.
Yeah, I was going to
say. He may come up later in the quiz as well. We'll see. He may be a recurring theme. Gerald Ford, of course, one of the only US presidents to have never been elected to the office of US president.
Sure, why not?
It's true.
Let's go with that.
No, because he took over after Nixon.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? Never mind. Let's go. Should we start? Let's
get started. So first off, we've got this links round. Jack, how does the links round work?
So the links round works as follows. We're going to show you 9 questions, 9 general knowledge questions, and they'll be seemingly general knowledge. As I said, general knowledge questions. However, the 10th question will be what links them, what links those previous 9 questions. So they're all going to have something in common. It's your job to find out what they are, and I'll be the answer to the 10th question. So let's get started.
You can read these, Jack.
Sure. How is the Latin phrase Ave Maria most commonly translated into English? How is the Latin phrase Ave Maria most commonly translated into English?
It's very good knowledge of you, despite being an a-religious chap yourself, knowing how to say Ave.
Yeah, you just pick these things up, You've been in the trade.
Jack never actually heard the word religion until he was 15 years old. When he saw it on a flyer, joined the Mormon church and never looked back.
I'm not saying, yeah, that's true. I mean, it's absolutely not true, just to sort of let the record show. Question number 2.
Question number 2.
What character is played by Steve Coogan in the 2004 film adaptation of Around the World in 80 Days? What character is played by Steve Coogan in the 2004 film adaptation of Around the World in 80 Days?
Reminder, there's a link between all of these answers. So if you think, oh, maybe there's a common theme between these 2 answers, you might be able to get it. Jack, have you got any idea what it is yet?
No, I do the thing where I'm reading out the question, but I'm not actually listening to what I'm reading. I'm not taking it in at all. I already can't remember question 1.
It was the Ave Maria one. You remember you said Ave so beautifully.
That's all right. Potentially, yes. I do know it, but we'll see.
Question number 3.
Question number 3. Which tangy orange soft drink was first developed in 1960s Florida? Which tangy orange soft drink was first developed in 1960s Florida? Going back to that Around the World in 80 Days, I was watching the Michael Palin travel series with the same
sure
name.
You were, Jack.
It was very good. It's a great watch. It's set in the late 80s.
I think probably due to something religious that was mentioned before, Annabelle asks how many wives Jack has. I will say, as a truthful answer, Jack has had 6 wives. And as the rhyme goes, divorce, 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 beheaded, divorce, divorce.
Oh my God. I really don't like what this is doing for my reputation, Hugo.
It's the inauguration special, so we have to spread lies about Jack or something. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. Question number 4. What best-selling book by conservationist Dan Fossey was based on her research in Rwanda?
I think it might be Diane. I'm not sure though.
Oh yeah, I just saw Dan. What best-selling book by conservationist Diane Fossey was based on her research in Rwanda?
Seems like you might have read this book, Jack.
Yes, you'd have thought so. I think I know potentially what this book is, but I don't know if I've read it.
That's okay.
I did get a David Attenborough book for Christmas though, which I'm probably not surprised to know here.
Have you been to Rwanda?
No, but I have read recently. Apparently, it's quite an interesting destination to visit these days. Um, yeah, what I've heard.
Rwanda forever.
Yeah.
Question number 5.
Question number 5. What Marvel Comics character was descended from a long line of African witch priestesses and has been portrayed by Alexandra Shipp and Halle Berry? What Marvel Comics character was descended from a long line of African witch priestesses and has been portrayed by Alexandra Shipp and Halle Berry?
You said berry before, like she's
Yeah,
she's
because
a bit like a bear, a little bit earth sign.
I suddenly had a worry about. Hang on. No, it's fine. Yeah, good stuff. Good question. So that is snow, isn't it? That's falling outside Hillbead in the background there.
I think it might be glow sticks.
Who's throwing all those glow sticks on Hild roof again?
Yeah, please. This is a public Hild reception announcement that I've been asked to say. Please, can everyone on the roof of Hild stop throwing glow sticks out the window?
Very bad for the
This
environment.
is your last warning. Question number 6.
Which 1984 Prince album is also the soundtrack to a 1984 film of the same name? Which 1984 Prince album is also the soundtrack to a 1984 film of the same name?
Oh, 1984, positively Orwellian.
Yeah, that has been that is the word of the week, isn't it, for a lot of people?
I've heard lots of people say Orwellian. Go on. No, I can't come up with a quick pun about Orwellian.
That's okay.
Maybe someone called Anne who wears like a special rubber boots for when she goes mining. Or Wellian. Question number 7.
Well, I don't know about that one. Which professional nanny performs the titular role in the classic reality series Super Nanny? Which professional nanny performs the titular role in the classic reality series Super Nanny?
I feel like you might be more confident in your idea of what the link is now, Jack.
Potentially. Still not entirely sure though. I mean, I don't know the answer to this question very much at all.
You don't know it very much?
No. My words have left me a little bit, I think.
I know it's a little bit. Question number 8.
Question number 8. What 3 words form the name of this juice product? What 3 words form the name of this juice product?
So 3 words. It's from Morrison's, as you can see. It's a juice product. And can you say what 3 words are missing from the little black square there?
Thanks. It looks like a delicious drink.
It does rather, doesn't it?
Yes. Wish.
If you're particularly into your juice products, maybe this is the question for you.
This one for all you juice fans out there.
We know you're out there. Question number 9.
Number 9. What is the highest point in the British Isles outside of the Scottish Highlands? What is the highest point in the British Isles outside of the Scottish Highlands? Oh, yeah, I think I do know that. I think the Prince album threw me off because I was thinking the wrong album, but I think I do know the link. It's a great link.
Thank you.
It's okay.
And of course, if you're wondering, I've got these 9 answers that are seemingly unrelated. What's the next question going to be? It's of course, as always.
What's the link? What could possibly link those previous 9 answers together? I have absolutely no idea. I don't know what it could be. Hopefully you guys do. So yeah.
Should we nip back through these? So we got, what does Ave Maria mean? How's it most commonly translated? What did Steve Coogan play in Around the World in 80 Days? Question number 3. What tangy orange soft drink was first developed in 1960s Florida? Question 4. What was the best-selling book by conservationist Diane Fossey? Question number 5. What Marvel Comics character has been played by Alexandra Shipp and Halle Berry? Question number 6. What 1984 Prince album is also the soundtrack to a 1984 film of the same name? Question 7. What professional nanny performs the titular role in the classic reality series Super Nanny? Sorry, it's a bit weirdly worded, that question. I didn't really know how to word it. Question number 8. What 3 words form the name of this juice product? Question number 9. What was the highest point in the British Isles, not in the Scottish Islands? Highlands, that is. And as always, question number 10. What is the link? There we go. So hopefully you've enjoyed that round. Next up, that's right. It's round number 2. It's our inauguration special round. This round is called "What's in Inauguration?" This doesn't really make sense as a name, but I couldn't come up with any better. It's a bit blurry because I've made it blurry on purpose. But that is our good friend Gerald Ford in the background there. An inside inauguration, I think, because he hadn't won an election or it was raining or something like that.
So, what does this round consist of, Hugo?
What does this round mean? Basically, we're going to show you 10 questions, and all of the answers to the questions can be found in the word inauguration. You might have to jumble it up. You might have to jumble up some of the letters and only pick some of the letters, but all of the answers will be able to find in it. For example, if one of the answers was gin, then that'll be fine because you've got the G, the I, and the N. Okay?
I'm with you. Let's do it.
So I've also on each slide is the word inauguration, so it might help you out. So question number 1. Which Illumination Studios animated character, known by his surname, has the first name Felonious? Which Illumination Studios animated character, known by his surname, has the first name Felonious? So you'll be able to spell out his name using the letters of the word inauguration, which is there at the top for you if you need it. Not necessarily in the order that it is in the word.
Wow. Well, no idea about this one. Don't know about you, Hugo.
Well, I did write the round. To be fair,
yeah, of course. Yeah.
Which did give it advantage. So all the answers aren't related to each other. They all just are found in this word. So question number 2. What type of confectionery is most commonly made with sugar or honey, whipped egg white, and chopped nuts? What type of confectionery is most commonly made with sugar or honey, whipped egg white, and chopped nuts? It's strange having a round 2 where the answers aren't related to each other.
Oh yeah, because normally it's
the same thing.
Yeah, normally we have a very
graph
special
of that or a word snake.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, these are kind of all linked because they all have letters within the word inauguration.
They've all got question marks.
Yeah, that's true.
3. Question 3. Question 3. What great ape exists in the species Bornean and Sumatran? What great ape exists in the species Bornean and Sumatran?
It's amazing that you can make that out of the word inauguration.
I don't know. I don't know how you can fit the word chimpanzee in those.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Doesn't seem to have any of the right letters at all. Where's the Z?
What's your favorite great ape? Don't answer that.
No.
I'm pretty sure though. I do know that humans are the second heaviest great ape.
I don't think that's true.
It is true.
I don't think it is.
It is. It is true.
Okay, cool.
It is true. Question number 4. What historic name for the capital of Turkey is also a type of particularly soft animal fiber? What historic name for the capital of Turkey is also a type of particularly soft animal fiber?
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to say something, but I decided not to say it.
Good.
Yeah.
Wouldn't as well have another Byzant? I mean, nothing.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, but I thought it was a bit of an obscure reference. Are you looking up the great ape thing?
No, because I believe in myself.
Yeah, that's fair.
Did you look it up and it was true?
No. There's not really a.
No one look it up because you might actually accidentally see the right answer. But we'll keep you posted.
Yeah, no one look it up.
1952 saw the implementation of the first Secretary General of which organization? 1952 saw the implementation of the first Secretary General of which organization? It can be written with the letter. It can be written using the letters of inauguration. No repeats, obviously, unless the letter is repeated in the word. So all of these will be able to be spelt with the letters INAUGURATION.
Maybe he is right. Maybe you are right, Hugo.
Maybe I was right with this fact I knew. Question
I'm
number
really
6.
surprised by that.
A form of hostile architecture was installed in late 19th century Norwich to discourage public what? A form of hostile architecture was installed in late 19th century Norwich to discourage public what?
That's near where I'm from.
Yeah. I imagine you were one of the people. You would be one of the target market for, that they have to discourage from doing public something.
Wow, thank you for your. Yeah.
We'll see what it is.
Question number
7. Yeah, 1 second.
See, I thought there was one that was. I was pretty sure I knew what the heaviest one was. But I thought there was one that was heavier than. I thought humans were number 3.
Evidently not.
Question
number 7. What name is commonly given to a shipmate of the Greek hero Jason? What name is commonly given to a shipmate of the Greek hero Jason? Jason is a bit of a surprising name for a Greek hero, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Is that? Has that been anglicised, or was that the original name as well?
I don't think it was originally written in Latin letters.
Oh, of course.
Jason, maybe.
Really is a sign of the times when you type in Jason into Google, the first result that comes up is Jason Voorhees, which is the villain from Friday the 13th.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I know, right?
Spoilers. Come on, that might be the answer. Question number 8. What French culinary term typically refers to an ingredient topped with a brown crust of breadcrumbs and or cheese? What French culinary term typically refers to an ingredient topped with a brown crust of breadcrumbs and or cheese?
You'll never believe this, Hugo, but I had a quiz with some family friends on last Saturday night, and I wrote an anagram around for that quiz, and one of the words was this word, and the question I used was almost word for word that question.
Almost like we didn't get past looking up the word and seeing what Google immediately tells you. So, I mean, that's a little clue and advantage for you if you're watching Jack's Friends and Family.
That's true. They might know what I'm talking about now.
Friends of the host. Question number 9. Demand for which natural fertilizer? I don't know why I started demand in such a high pitch. Demand for which natural fertilizer led to the colonial expansion of the UK and USA onto remote uninhabited islands? Demand for which natural fertilizer led to the colonial expansion of the UK and USA onto remote uninhabited islands? If you think it's a bit of a broad question, remember that it's constrained because the answer we're after, you have to be able to spell in the letters of inauguration.
Good stuff.
And finally, question number 10. What relation is Kourtney Kardashian to Saint West? What relation is Kourtney Kardashian to Saint West? Saint West.
Saint West.
It's not commonly that you have a first name that you can abbreviate to just 2 letters.
Hey, I mean, I can abbreviate Jack to JK.
Yeah, people think you mean just kidding.
Oh, yeah, true. What would you reckon if your name...
People think I was laughing in a way that Father Christmas does.
Yeah, and if you're HU, people say you're laughing, but in a slightly more menacing way.
Is that a menacing laugh? Right, I'm going to run through this. Oh,
yeah, exactly.
Oh, almost spoilers.
Spoilers.
So question number 1, all of these answers can be found in the letters of the word inauguration. Which Illumination Studios animated character known by his surname had the first name Felonious? Question number 2, what type of confectionery is most commonly made with sugar or honey, whipped egg whites, and chopped nuts? Question number 3, what great ape, I don't know, but it's like 4th or 5th in the charts, probably, I don't know, all first, or third, but not second, because second is humans. Which great ape exists in the species Bornean and Sumatran? Question number 4, what historic name for the capital of Turkey is also a type of particularly soft fibre? Question number 5, 1952 saw the implementation of the first Secretary General of which organisation? Question number 6, a form of hostile architecture was installed in late 19th century Norwich to discourage public what? 7. What name is commonly given to the shipmate of the Greek hero Jason? Question number 8. What French culinary term typically refers to an ingredient topped with a browned crust of breadcrumbs and/or cheese? Question number 9. Demand for which natural fertilizer led to the colonial expansion of the UK and USA onto remote uninhabited islands? And question number 10. What relation is Kourtney Kardashian to Saint West? I just had a thought. Maybe humans are the third heaviest great ape. I guess it depends on the human. It depends on the ape.
And the ape, yeah.
Here we go. Here's another round for you. This was made by our friend of the show and common question writer. Thank you very much, Annabelle, at the suggestion of another friend of the show, Phoebe. What we're going to do for you now is we're going to show you a lovely drawing of an animal. Most of them made by a dad on the internet who likes posting pictures of their child's not very good drawing of animals. One of them drawn by Phoebe herself. See if you know which one it is. We're going to show you a picture, and we're going to show you a little description of the animal, a little extra clue to help you guess the animal. And we want you to we want you to say the name of the animal.
Very exciting. Okay.
There's a picture of an animal and a little clue for the animal. Name the animal.
Okay, so, let's go.
Question number 1.
Question number 1. Basil, Reepicheep, and Angelina are all fictional examples of this animal. Basil, Reepicheep, and Angelina are all fictional examples of this animal. That is terrifying. That's absolutely terrifying.
Isn't it? Right, 9 of these are by this random child online. One of them is by Hillbeat's own Phoebe Norden.
I really hope it's not that one, because that is nightmarish. It's just the eyes. You
don't get any points for guessing which one's by Phoebe.
Oh, that'd be a good one, though.
That's just a little extra game.
Okay, question number 2?
Question number 2. So name the animal.
2 of this animal appears on William the Conqueror's coat of arms. So, 2 of this animal appeared on William the Conqueror's coat of arms.
That's quite scary as well.
Are they all quite scary?
Yeah, on the whole.
I think it's the eye. Again, it's the eyes. It's always the eyes.
Yeah. I don't know what to make of it. I don't know which way up those eyes are.
That's really awful.
A ferocious animal, I'm sure. Question number 3.
Question number 3. Illegally importing this animal would make you an owler.
Exporting.
Illegally exporting this animal would make you an owler. That one isn't quite as ominous.
Well, I mean, it does have its head on its side.
Yeah, it might just be more. It might be ominous in a slightly more subtle way, perhaps. So, if you know this one for you, bad animal drawing fans out there. So, if you want to get that written down, the answer to that. And then,
if you know a lot, if you're an expert on bad animal drawings, then maybe this is the round for you. Yeah, unlike all the other rounds, which were for someone else. So, I hope you didn't touch them with a barge pole. Question number 4.
This is the emblem. This animal features in the emblem of Swarovski jewelry. The emblem of Swarovski jewelry.
I'm not convinced it does by that picture. I think I saw that particular creature in the final scenes of Ghostbusters.
I was definitely getting ghost vibes.
I was meaning the Stay Puft Man, but also, to be fair, just a ghost.
That film
They're all animals, though, remember. They're all common animals you will have heard of. Well, I wonder if this was the Phoebe drawing.
Potentially could be.
Question number 5.
Question number 5. Sometimes referred to as the Nanook, based on the Inuit term Nanook. Sometimes referred to as the Nanook, based on the Inuit term Nanook. Hope I pronounced that right.
Fingers crossed.
I think this one I might know. This one I don't think is that bad. I quite like this one. It's very.
I like it. I like its beak.
It's very impressionate. No. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yes, it's got something of I don't know, Miro about it, maybe.
Yeah, I'm getting some real Cezanne vibes.
Oh yeah. We're such a highbrow program.
That's true. Question number 6.
Despite the fact that there were
Oh,
2 questions about excrement in the previous round, that's fine.
native to only one island. Native to only one island. So a single island there. What is it?
What a lovely animal.
It really is. It's a very nice animal. Good stuff. So if you know that one, write it down. If you don't know it, maybe guess. It's not the wipeout. Okay. You know how these things go. You know how these things go.
Question number 7.
Question number 7. The males of this species carry the babies. The males of this species carry the babies.
That's a lovely drawing.
I feel like my gut tells me that the one drawn by Phoebe won't have any colour on it. But, I mean...
Do you not think she put a lot of effort into her drawing for this round?
I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you.
I think this particular animal that the child or Phoebe has drawn will be very easy to make out of balloons.
Yeah, that's a good point. The
Or
limbs
maybe
are
one
very
balloon and
balloon-like.
4 socks.
Question number 8.
Question number 8.
Only one species of this animal is found north of the equator. Only one species of this animal is found north of the equator. I don't know what to say about that.
I don't know how the picture was taken with both of their hands in it.
What? That's such a good point. That's definitely the most unsettling part. I mean, no, that's not true. All of it's quite unsettling. I like the fact that they've drawn barely any definition, but the one part of definition they have drawn is on the face.
Yeah, it's either got like a big nose and a little mouth, or a very smiley mouth and a little double chin.
Yeah. That was what my gut was said that was a chin, but we'll see.
Okay, question number 9.
This is an African artiodactyl mammal. An African artiodactyl mammal.
Blimey!
Oh my gosh!
Long word. I don't think the child / Phoebe wrote that word.
See, I feel like this one definitely could be Phoebe. But
what an animal! Look at that. That looks even more like a sock.
It really does. That is definitely giving very strong sock vibes.
The Vern barcode is giving you very strong sock vibes since 1994.
Yeah. Question number 10.
Question number 10.
Decapods with a thick exoskeleton. Decapods with a thick exoskeleton.
I'm not sure this drawing is a decapod. Do you know?
This drawing, I feel it was drawn on someone's wall. No, it wasn't. It looks like
I wonder whose it was.
I think it was probably just like a notebook or something.
That seems more likely. That seems like a big waste of a wall.
You know, I mean, that's what I thought initially, but potentially could be a bit of a waste.
Given there's it's either used wet wipes or shells in that picture, and either way, I don't think you'd have them on your wall.
No.
I'm going to nip through those again. We have this one. This lovely animal. What is this animal? Basil, Rupert, Cheap, and Angelina are all fictional examples of this animal.
Yeah.
Question number 2. Who of this animal appeared on William the Conqueror's coat of arms? Question number 3. Illegally exporting this animal would make you an owler. Question number 4. Is the emblem of the Swarovski jewelry. This is probably the least like the actual animal.
I'm not saying something.
Oh, I'm not saying something. Sometimes referred to as the Nanook. It's based on the Inuit term Nanook. Oh, I'm going to sneeze.
Bless you.
I'm back. Question number 6. Native to only one island. Question number 7. The males of the species carry the babies. Question number 8. Only one species of this animal is found north of the equator. Question number 9. It's an African artiodactyl mammal. And question number 10. It's a decapod with a thick exoskeleton. So thank you very much to Annabelle, and thank you very much to Phoebe for that round. What a treat. I'll tell you in the answers which one was Phoebe, if you like. And now we have our specialist round. Jack, why do we have a specialist round? Why are we talking about cocktails this week?
Well, we have a specialist round because every single week, we at the end we ask everyone to volunteer their team names. The team who we judge to have the best team name gets to pick a specialist round for next week. As a result, the team with the best team name last week picks a cocktail round for this week. So we have delivered to you a cocktail round. So hopefully you enjoy.
Here we go. Thank you very much, Charlotte, for writing this round. Here we go. Question number 1. Jack. No, it's me. Question number 1. James Bond is well known for a vodka martini, shaken not stirred. It consists of which 3 main ingredients? James Bond is well known for a vodka martini, shaken not stirred. It consists of which 3 main ingredients? Here we've got the wonderful Vernon Arms, the Vern, in the background, hosted by some former bar staff. If you've never been to the Vern, this is what you're missing out on.
This makes me feel
place.
very.
That's just the bar. There's seating and everything.
That picture of suddenly made me very nostalgic.
One fine day.
Yeah, potentially.
Question number 2. The International Bartenders Association has a list of official cocktails divided into 3 groups: unforgettables, contemporary classics, and new era drinks. To which of these does a sidecar belong? A sidecar consisting of cognac, triple sec, and lemon juice. The International Bartenders Association has a list of official cocktails divided into 3 groups: unforgettables, contemporary classics, and new era drinks. To which of these groups does a sidecar cocktail belong? A sidecar, of course, is cognac, triple sec, and lemon juice.
Of course.
I'm sure you know.
I'm trying to work out when this was. I mean, the fact that they're holding cream eggs potentially means that it's around Easter time.
I wonder what recipe of cream eggs. I will just say a little clarity for the vodka martini question. Ice, I'm not accepting ice. I'm not accepting as an ingredient, I'm afraid, even though it is in some, but not in this case. Sorry. Just so it doesn't come back to bite me later.
Hence, like Peru, you know,
or like the second heaviest Great Ape. We'll see what happens. Question number 3. In 1861, which cocktail made up of Guinness on champagne was created to mourn the death of Prince Albert? In 1861, which cocktail made up of Guinness on champagne was created to mourn the death of Prince Albert?
Wow, that is an eclectic mix of alcohol.
Yeah, it's sort of like two. I don't necessarily associate together.
No, I would arguably not probably associate them either. One is quite.
Would ruin them both, but maybe it would make them both very delicious.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably good if it was created to mourn the death of Prince Albert. So.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, they wouldn't make something. It has to be. Sure, it's delicious.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, what a commemoration. Question number 4. That was. I mean, we don't. I think I'm just going to say here at the Vern Barcombs, we don't have strong opinions about Prince Albert at this time.
Oh, fine.
Which of these is not a theory for the origin of the word cocktail? So, which of these following is not a theory for the origin of the word cocktail? A coked tail of a perky horse. A coquetier, which is French for egg cup, of course. C, stirring using a chicken feather. D, all of the above are not examples of the origin. Or E, none of the above are not ones.
That's a brutal.
So A, it's a cocktail on a perky horse. B, a coquetier French for egg cup. C, stirring using a chicken feather. So we're after which one is not a theory. So which one is just made up by us? Is it one of those 3? Is it all of the above are made up? Or E, none of the above are made up? Tricky. 5 options. Blimey. Imagine your luck.
So yeah, if you were just before this quiz reading about the etymology of the word cocktail, then I bet you're feeling pretty smug right now.
I'm not sure about this era of the Vern where they've got tip jars, like encouraging the North-South divide. I guess.
Was this before us?
I think so. Also, just to say, sorry if some of the text is covered up by our camera. I'll read it out so you can hear it, hopefully. Question number 5. The Orange Whip became popularized by the Blues Brothers film, with its main characters developed from the recurring musical sketch on which sketch comedy show? The Orange Whip became popularized by the Blues Brothers film, with its main characters developed from a recurring musical sketch on which sketch comedy show?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
If you're an Orange Whip fan, this might be the question for you.
I might just quickly go and grab something. Hugo, so hold the fort.
Okay, I'll keep you entertained. Don't worry. Thank you to Alex. Of course, great historian of all things to do with the Vern. This is apparently the 2016/17 Vern. So a couple of years before me, I'm afraid. Here we go with question number 6. Question number 6. Cocktails were popularized in America through speakeasies during the Prohibition era, lasting from 1920 until when? Cocktails were popularized in America through speakeasies during the Prohibition era, lasting from 1920 until when? So the Prohibition era lasted from 1920 until what year? We've received information, Jack, that this is 2016/17 Vern.
Well, that is very interesting, actually. So that makes sense why I wouldn't recognize it. So that
What
was
a time!
a full year and a half before we arrived.
Oh yes.
So that would have been...
Well, question number 7, I suppose. Question number 7. True or false? According to a study by Cornell University, a Bloody Mary tastes better on a plane. True or false? According to a study by Cornell University, a Bloody Mary tastes better on a plane. I'm glad that Cornell University, if this is true, are using their money on such important things.
Yeah, I really, that's a very good use of money.
Cutting edge research.
I
do science because I want to change lives, like, investigating whether a Bloody Mary tastes better on a plane.
Yeah, I mean, so this would have been Cheadle and Alex's first year.
Those bygone days.
Wow. All right. Question number 8.
Question number 8. Alcohol in drinks is made up of ethanol synthesized through fermentation. From which sugar is it converted? Alcohol in drinks is made up of ethanol synthesized through fermentation. From which sugar is it converted? Like scientific sugar, not like Whittard's extra smooth or whatever. Not like Silver Spoon. Something.
This is a fun game, Hugo. How many brands of sugar can you name?
Is Whittard's one?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, we got Whittard's. We got Silver Spoon.
That's great.
I think we might be out.
Question number 9.
You got any more in you?
No. I mean, apart from the own brands and stuff.
Do you know them? Oh, like Tesco, I guess.
Yeah.
Other inaugurations are available. Question number 9. A common mixer in cocktails is orange juice. Orange juice, which is exported from many countries. It's a useful fact. There's a good fact there. If you want a fact to share at a dinner party, maybe orange juice is exported from many countries. Which country in the world exports the most orange juice? So what we want you to answer for us is which country in the world exports the most orange juice? I did it again. Where I did that thing where I speak over the question I'm answering. Over the question I'm asking, so I sort of lose touch with the reality a bit.
That's okay, Hugo. This is what the Vern Bar quiz is for.
Oh, Jack, do you remember the Wipeout cocktail?
I wish I didn't, but yes, I do.
So I believe it was.
I don't think. Do we need to? Yeah. Okay. Sure. What
was cocktail? The Enscom and the quiz official cocktail was a cocktail of containing apple juice, blue balls, and was it Southern Comfort?
It was whiskey.
Southern Comfort or whiskey of some kind.
Yeah.
And it's called the Wipeout, and it is the exact color of washing up liquid. Shot of blue ball, shot of whiskey, rest is apple juice. What a lovely sort of cleansing green color.
It tastes exactly how I'd expect it to taste.
Lovely. So question. Sorry if you don't drink. This might be a bit alcohol-y, but don't worry, that will all be over by next round. Question number 10. Famous for the cosmopolitan cocktail, the film Sex and the City stars Carrie Bradshaw, who also appears in the 1984 film, or another 1984 film, Footloose. The 2011 remake of the film stars Miles Teller, who is also in an upcoming animated adventure comedy film, The Ark and the Aardvark. Aubrey Plaza stars alongside him in this film, who is famed for her role in the mockumentary Parks and Recreation. This is Spinal Tap, also falls under the mockumentary genre, which features a song by the film's band Spinal Tap, named after which prehistoric monument in Wiltshire?
Yes. Incredible scenes. So yeah, if you were watching last week, there might be a clue there.
And you might be able to get it otherwise as well.
Yeah, exactly. You might be able to get it even without that.
I think our question 10's it's not quite Yes Arafat, is it? In terms of we've come a long way.
Yeah.
If you've not seen, if you weren't watching the quiz like 2 years ago,
question
10 of every specialist round was Yasser Arafat. What a time!
So Yasser Arafat was the first one. What was
we had Yasser Arafat, we had N Dubs, we had Hotel
the next one. Then Hotel of Dogs. Then we had Luau
phototropism. No, heliotropism.
Heliotropism. Then Luau.
And then
I almost said.
And then this is another one. Right, I'm gonna go through these again. So James Bond. So what's in a vodka martini? What the three main ingredients in the vodka martini? Once again, not including ice. Is a sidecar? Is it an unforgettable, a contemporary classic, or a new era drink? What's the cocktail that is Guinness on champagne? What cocktail is Guinness on champagne? Question number 3. Is the word cocktail from the cocktail of Perky Horse? No. Which of these is made up? Did we make up it's a cocktail for a Perky Horse? Did we make up coquetier French egg cup? Did we make up stirring using a chicken feather? Did we make up all of them, or did we make up none of them? The Orange Whip became popularized by Blues Brothers, which was from which sketch show did Blues Brothers originate? Question number 6. The Prohibition era lasted from 1920 until what year? Question number 7. True or false, a Bloody Mary tastes better on a plane? Imagine asking for a Bloody Mary on a plane. That's a strange decision. So what sugar is alcohol converted from? In science, if you're a scientist, that's one for you. Which country of the world exports the most orange juice? And question number 10, which prehistoric monument in Wiltshire? Thank you very much, Charlotte, for that round. And remember, get thinking of what you might like the specialist round to be, because if you win the best team name, then you get to make that decision.
It's a very exciting decision to make as well.
Oh, yes. And next up, of course, named after our favourite cocktail. It's the Wipeout round.
No way.
It's incredible stuff from Kieran here, the writer of this round. Jack, what's the Wipeout? How does it work?
So the Wipeout works as follows. We're going to give you 10 questions. They are general knowledge questions. There's nothing that links them or anything. However, the big key thing to remember about this round is that for every incorrect answer that you put down, that's 0 for the entire round. So just putting down just one incorrect answer gives you 0 for the entire round. So only put down an answer if you're incredibly confident that's right. It's not worth the gamble otherwise. You can leave questions blank and that won't deduct from your points, but if you put one incorrect answer, that's 0 for the whole round.
There we go. That's how it works. Here we go with question number 1.
Question number 1. On what exact date was Barack Obama first inaugurated president? The day, month, year, day of the week, please.
All of those, please, for the 1 point.
Yes. So on what exact date was Barack Obama first inaugurated US president? That is a very difficult one to start off with. I definitely wouldn't risk that.
Topical, though.
Yeah, very, very good point. Very topical.
It's another one of your inauguration questions.
I guess, actually, if you think you know it, you can get an advantage over a lot of people here because a lot of people might not be willing to go for it. So, swings and roundabouts.
Risky business. Will you get that differential? Question number 2.
Question number 2. Which of the 4 nations of the UK has the highest point above sea level? Which of the 4 nations of the UK has the highest point above sea level? That is another. That's a great question.
We got another high points question. Can't get enough. Can't say I'm complaining.
No, you can never get enough of these.
Right, question. Go on.
I was gonna say I wouldn't know. I would make a guess, but I wouldn't want to
You're
make
a
a guess.
geography man.
I know exactly. That's why I'm quite disappointed in myself.
Blimey.
I think
Here we go,
I think I
question
do.
number
I
three.
think I do know. How many English managers have won the Premier League title since its foundation in 1992? How many English managers have won the Premier League title since its foundation in 1992? So yeah,
Tricky stuff.
give that a think. If you know it, put it down.
We're talking about men's football in this instance.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
The English Premier League of men's football.
Yeah.
The Barclays, possibly now. Maybe that's the London Eye, I don't know. Question number 4.
Based historically in Thuringia, Germany, which family is famed for having produced over 50 eminent musicians, as well as several notable composers? Based historically in Thuringia, Germany, which family is famed for having produced over 50 eminent musicians, as well as several notable composers?
We just want a surname. That's all we want. Just a surname. Por favor.
Oh, wow. So in 1 minute, it's going to be the 21st minute of the 21st hour of the 21st day of the 21st year of the 21st century. So
wow.
It's going to be
not the 21st month, though, is it, Jack?
No, that's true. That does break the cycle a little bit.
That's wait, when? Now? Right now?
Yeah, right now it's 21-21.
21-21. 21-21-21.
Yeah, 21-21 of the 2021, the 21st century.
Mad. Look at this. All right. Question 4 to celebrate. Question number 5. Oh, not to celebrate at all.
Oh,
not political.
Who succeeded Margaret Thatcher as leader of the Conservative Party in 1990? Who succeeded Margaret Thatcher as leader of the Conservative Party in 1990?
That's definitely a bad omen for the 21 centuries to come.
Oh wow, yeah. Who knows where we'll be in the 42nd century?
Have you got any plans for then? What's your 2,100 year plan?
Oh, I don't want to go into it, you guys. Now's not the time.
Yeah, fair enough. We'll get into that. And maybe then you'll be able to go to New Zealand or something.
Oh.
Question number 6.
Question number 6. Name one of the 4 robotically controlled rovers who have been sent to Mars by the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Name one of the 4 robotically controlled rovers which have been sent to Mars by the Jet Propulsion Laboratory.
Do you reckon if you call your dog a rover, it's such an obvious name that it's almost quite funny?
Yeah, that's actually quite a good point. Because it is so obvious that no one actually calls the dog Rover. I'm pretty sure.
So it'll be like Rover, really? It's a good name.
Yeah, I quite like it. That's a good point.
I don't think we're quite there with calling your cat Felix, though.
No, you gotta no.
I think Seabiscuit is a good name for a dog.
I don't think there's really an equivalent cat one, to be honest. I think Rover's
no, the classics were Felix and Fido. Felix for your lucky cat, and Fido for your faithful dog.
Is that actually true? Wow.
Question number 7.
Question number 7. Which principality has 2 co-heads of state at any time? The Bishop of Urgel and the President of France.
Absolute classic quiz stuff there.
Hang on a second. Which principality has 2 co-heads of state at any time? The Bishop of Urgel and the President of France. I think I was potentially. This may come, or maybe it's a coincidence, but I had a conversation with Kieran about this very fact.
As long as he spoke about it to you and not any people answering questions at the moment.
No, definitely not.
Definitely not. Skullduggery afoot. Question number 8.
What kind of berry gives gin its primary flavour and is the origin of its English name? What kind of berry gives gin its primary flavour and is the origin of its English name?
What's your English name, Jack?
My English name is Jack.
Oh, nice.
What is your English name?
Hugh.
Hugh. Wow. Isn't that? I thought it was your Spanish name. No, your Spanish name is
Hugo. Hugo Bus.
I'm
allowed to say I'm a Spanish student. Question number 9.
For portrayals of which US president have both Raymond Massey in 1940 and Daniel Day-Lewis in 2012 received nominations for the Academy Award for Best Actor? for portrayals of which US president have both Raymond Massey, 1940, and Daniel Day-Lewis, 2012, received nominations for the Academy Award for Best Actor. I couldn't say Academy for a second there.
Okay, we don't need to
Academy.
sometimes.
It's fine.
Or is this going to be our last inauguration themed question? Let's see.
Who knows? Hope not. Question number 10.
We've missed our opportunity to say something about Stuart Little 3. But that's
I was thinking about that.
I think it's okay. I think that we can leave you at home to peruse that at your leisure. As long as all facts about the average weight of great apes.
It's a lovely title card though.
The only lesser apes, gibbons.
What about lemurs?
Not apes.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Anyway, question number 10.
If you ask, question number 10.
How many base SI units are there? How many base SI units are there?
This just reeks of a controversial question, doesn't it?
I don't know. I think they're pretty much quite standardized. I hope people won't get annoyed about this one. Unless Kieran's got the facts wrong.
Here's another fun fact. The SI, pronounced slightly differently, is actually how you say yes in Spanish.
Yep, having taken Spanish GCSE, Hugo, I can confirm there for you that that's true.
Right, here we go. I'm going to run through these again. Reminder that for these last 10 questions, if you get one wrong, you get 0 for the entire round.
0.
If you leave it blank, that's fine. You got to be sure. Okay, question number 1. What was the exact day, date, month, and year that Barack Obama was first inaugurated president? Question number 2. Which of the 4 nations of the UK has the lowest, highest point above sea level? Question number 3. How many English managers have won the Premier League title since 1992, when the Premier League began? Based in Thuringia? I don't know. What family, what surname has had over 50 eminent musicians as well as several notable composers? Question number 5. Who succeeded Margaret Thatcher as leader of the Conservative Party in 1990? Question number 6. Which of the 4... Well, name one, or you can name all of them. No, you can't. Just name one. Name one of the 4 robotically controlled rovers which have been sent to Mars by the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Don't name more than one, because that's not answering the question. You will wipe out. Question number 7. Which principality has 2 co-heads of state at the same time? The Bishop of Urgel, I don't know, Urgel, and the President of France. Question number 8. Which kind of berry gives gin its primary flavour and is the origin of its English name? Question number 9. Which US president has been played by Daniel Day-Lewis and Raymond Massey? And question 10, how many base SI units are there? Fun stuff. That was the last question of the quiz. Boom.
What?
Questions
No way.
hands down. But get ready quite quickly to pick your pen back up again, because we're going to go through the answers.
Let's do it.
A lovely, sunny, warming picture of Hild building there. So I'll go through the answers. Yeah, so we're doing, we got it. So first we had the links round, of course. Question number 1, Ave Maria means Hail Mary. Hail Mary. Classic. Steve Coogan was, of course, Phileas Fogg. Hail Mary, Phileas Fogg. Maybe you've already got an idea what the link could be. Then we had Sunny D or Sunny Delight. Sunny D or Sunny Delight. Have either one of those? Got an idea what the link might be, Jack?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Best-selling book was, of course, Gorillas in the Mist. Gorillas in the Mist. The Marvel Comics character was Storm. Storm was what we were after there. The album was, of course, Purple Rain. Purple Rain, classic. Super Nanny is, of course, Joe Frost, the inimitable Joe Frost. This is, of course, Cloudy Apple Juice. Cloudy Apple Juice. We did all 3 words at the point. Then it's, of course, Mount Snowdon. Snowed on. Wow. And the links are, of course, they're all types of weather. They're all types of weather. I'm sure you know what I mean, but I'm just going to go through them again. Hail. Hail Mary, you know. Fog. Sunny. Mist. Storm. Rain. Frost. Cloudy. Snow. Weather. They're all types of weather.
Oh, I can't believe it. Good stuff. Round 2. That is Gru, Gru. That is the animated character there from Despicable Me, of course.
Felonious Gru, what a name.
Felonious Gru. The type of confectionery is nougat. Nougat. Yep. The great ape is the orangutan. See, I thought the orangutan was heavier than a
I think the
human.
orangutan's the third largest because the male orangutans are very large. To be
They're
fair,
quite big. Yeah, it's fine. Question number
well,
4.
time will tell.
Time will tell. Angora. Oh, of course. Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, Angora. So there you go. Not the it's Angora rabbits and Angora goats, aren't they? Rabbits
Yeah,
and goats.
but Angora. Here's I found all about this. So Angora is an old name for the Turkish capital Ankara.
Mm.
Angora wool you get from Angora rabbits. You also get
Mm.
Angora goats, but from
Mm.
Angora goats you don't get Angora wool. You get something else. Flip. I'm gonna have to look it up. Sorry. Hang on.
So yeah, I thought you did get the wool from the rabbits, but I thought you might have just got the
The
wool from the
wool
goats
from the
as
rabbits.
well.
From Angora goats, you get mohair.
Huh.
There you
Well,
go.
who'd have thought? That's very
So
interesting.
yeah.
Thank you, Hugo.
Next up.
Question number 5. That was NATO. So you've got NATO there. Very well done.
I fooled my dad on this because I was telling him about the first Secretary General of the United Nations earlier. I'll get on the answer shortly. But it's someone with a very amazing name. Friend of the show, Gladwin Jeb. Gladwin Jeb was the first Secretary General of the United Nations.
That is a great name.
Maybe we'll talk about that next week. Sorry, question number 6.
Question number 6. Urination. Discourage urination in Norwich from that. So there you go.
And then after that, from about the turn of the century, they improved the public toilet situation in Norwich, and they didn't have that much of a problem with it anymore.
You'd like to hope so. That's Argonaut. So that is shipmates of Jason. The culinary term is gratin. Wow, what a throwback to the last Saturday night.
Grating that cheese, I guess.
Question number 9 is guano.
We had urination and we had guano in the same thing. Guano,
Yeah.
of course, being sort
Bird
of
excrement.
old bird poo. And bat poo, to be
Yes. Question number 10, that is aunt, of course. So
Courtney
that's very
is
impressive
Saint's
how many
Sorry?
words you can get from it's impressive how many
A
words
lot
you
of
can get from
words, yeah.
inauguration.
Who knows? Maybe this will be a format you'll see in the future.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Good stuff.
Here we are, our bad drawings. This is, of course, a mouse. Clearly a mouse. Basil, not Basil Brush, but Basil, the world's greatest detective mouse or something.
Oh, yeah. I know
Basil.
The Great Mouse Detective?
Basil, the Great Mouse Detective, thank you. I've not read it myself, but I'm sure it's brilliant. This is, of course, a lion. It's, of course, a lion. Neither of these were the Phoebe drawing. This is a sheep, an owler. Eagerly exports sheep. Who would have thought? Not owls.
What a red
so you
herring.
don't get a point for owl, but you do get a point for sheep. This is a swan.
That's awful.
It doesn't look remotely like a swan. This is the Phoebe. This is Phoebe's wonderful drawing. This is a polar bear. Thank you, Phoebe, and thank you, Annabelle, for the round.
That's not a bad. I like that drawing. I thought that was a good drawing.
Well, to be fair, I think she is a lot older than the people who drew the other drawings.
Yeah, that's good.
This is, of course, a lemur. The one island being Madagascar.
I thought it was like an echidna or something.
This, I think this person heard the name but hasn't necessarily seen the animal because this is a seahorse. This is a penguin.
Of course.
African artiodactyl mammal. Giraffe. I don't know what that means. I thought dactyl was something to do with fingers. Bones.
Yeah.
Just bones, I guess.
Bones.
Giraffe. There we go. And this is, of course, a crab. There we go. What some wonderful animals there. We had our cocktails. What we wanted here was vodka, dry vermouth, and olives. We'll give you just normal vermouth. So vodka, vermouth, and olives for that. If you're wondering, in a Vesper martini, there's also accent gin and lemon peel. I've got some notes from this point onwards.
Do you want to read this one?
So vodka, vermouth, and olives. Oh, sorry.
What do you want? I mean, no. It's in like if you got the notes, you could read this one out, and then I could do the wipeout.
I got some notes for the wipeout as well.
I got notes for everything.
You just read this. I'll just butt in when I've got.
All right. The answer to this one. This is the Unforgettables. So the Unforgettables era.
No, Unforgettables category of.
Unforgettables group.
It's okay.
Black Velvet is the name of the cocktail. So if you've had that, would like to know how it tastes. None of the above there.
They're all real theories.
That's ridiculous.
In Charlotte's words, she couldn't be bothered to come up with with another one.
Saturday Night Live. So you might have seen that. You might have known from the old Saturday Night Lives. That's where they came up with that. 1933 was when the
President Roosevelt famously said something like, "I think we all need a beer."
Nice. True. Apparently, it does taste better on a plane.
Here's the science behind this. Apparently, so on a plane there is white noise as well as low air pressure and humidity. Low pressure and humidity. So it reduces taste sensations apart from umami. So I guess a Bloody Mary just tastes really umami, and that's a good thing on a plane. Thank you once again, friends of the show, Cornell University.
That is quite interesting, actually.
Mm.
So it is converted from glucose sugar. So if you've got that, nice job.
Glucose goes to glucose plus fermentation through yeast makes ethanol and carbon dioxide.
Nice.
I only looked at that once earlier on. Brazil. Sorry, Jack.
That's fine. It's fine.
Go ahead.
Brazil exports the most orange juice in the world.
By a long way, actually, as well.
I didn't know that. That's quite interesting. Stonehenge, of course. It could be no other thing. It must be Stonehenge.
Could be no other. And here we go with the wipeout. This, we want exactly, if you got this a little bit wrong, that's 0 for the entire round. Tuesday, the 20th of January, 2009. So always the 20th of January, I think. Tuesday, the 20th of January, 2009. The Four Nations, so the highest point is Northern Ireland, with Slieve Donard, which is 850 meters. The next lowest is Scafell Pike at 979.
Good stuff.
So there, 0 English managers have won the Premier League since 1992. The last English manager to win the top flight was in 1991, the year before the Premier League started. And Kieran would like me to point out to you that that was Howard Wilkinson and Leeds United. The nationalities of the winners since the Premier League has begun have been a mixture of Scottish, French, Spanish, German, Portuguese, Italian, and Chilean.
Wow. Less of a mixture than I thought.
English, Scottish. Sorry.
Less of a mixture than I'd have thought.
Yeah, true. Quite a few Spaniards and Italians and stuff have won.
Yeah.
This is of course the Bach family. The Bach family Robinson. No, the Bach family. Margaret Thatcher. This is of course John Major. John Major. Look, Major's there. You can have any one of these. You can have Sojourner, maybe Spirit, Opportunity, or Curiosity. Spirit, Opportunity, or Curiosity, probably the main ones. And if you happen to have put Sojourner, do you know, Jack?
I do not.
Well, you can have that point as well. This is, of course, Andorra, classic Andorra. The berry is, of course, the juniper berry. These, of course, have played Abraham Lincoln. Funnily enough, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer, I guess, hasn't won an Oscar. There are 7 base SI units, which are, of course, meter, second, mole, ampere, Kelvin, candela, and kilogram.
Good stuff.
So add up your scores, please. Add up your scores. And Jack is making a post on the Facebook page known as Hillbead SRC. He'll make a post there, and if you comment on that post your team name and also your score, and then we will reward you with the relevant prizes accordingly.
So that is done. They are posted.
So it's almost time for the results. But so get those in while we're speaking. So go right now to Hillbead SRC and comment your score and your team name as quick as you can, if possible. In the meantime, it's time for a part of the show I like to call "Are You Smarter Than the Social Sec?"
Probably.
I ask some questions to self-proclaimed mega genius.
Absolutely not true.
Jack Rawdon. Your social sec, if you're a member of the Hillbead SLC, no worries if not. And if you get more at home, just answering them out loud, this isn't part of the actual quiz, then you are officially smarter than social sec. So very well done. So these are brought to you by Kieran today. And because we were going to have an inauguration one, but instead we decided that it was nearly Easter. It's nearly the run up to Easter. So we're going to have a round on chocolate.
Oh, yes. Famously great at that.
How do you reckon you're going to do on this round, Jack?
1 out of 5.
I reckon you'll do better than that. There's some gimmies, I reckon, for you.
Okay.
So question number 1. In which century have the first signs of chocolate use in Mexico been dated to? You can have 2 centuries either side.
2 centuries either side? Okay.
Yeah.
10th century.
10th century AD.
Yep.
Okay. Question number 2. Which dark chocolate bar made by Cadbury's is named after a model village built for workers in Birmingham?
Bourneville.
Bourneville. Is confident about that one. Question number 3. Which city is the traditional home of Rowntree and Terry's confectionery brands?
I'd have thought that was Birmingham as well.
Say Birmingham?
Yeah.
That was one of the gimmies, I thought.
Oh.
Despite, perhaps because of, says Kieran, controversial use of child labour, which African nation produces 3 times more cocoa than any other country? Which African nation produces 3 times more cocoa than any other nation?
Côte d'Ivoire?
Oh, very French. Okay. And question number 5. Name any one, you only have to name one, of the 6 tropical fats which can be used for up to 5% of the weight of a chocolate bar, according to 1999 EU guidance.
You say tropical fats?
Hmm.
What on earth are they?
Nice question, Jack. Just name one of the tropical fats.
Oh, okay.
In accordance with the 1999 EU guidance on chocolate bar making.
Let's go with cocoa butter.
Cocoa butter. Okay. Okay, right. So you said, I asked you when did chocolate date back to? You used in Mexico. You said the 10th century AD. I'm afraid I did offer you 2 centuries either way, but it was the 19th century BC.
Holy crap. I would never have guessed that far back.
I thought you were going to start saying holy smokes.
Sorry. Holy smokes.
Next time. Bourneville, you got it right. Nicely done.
Yeah.
I'm afraid it wasn't Birmingham. It was York, of course.
Oh, no, I would not have guessed that. No.
Fair enough. It was Côte d'Ivoire. Nicely done.
Oh, yes.
That's 2. You met your expectations.
I was happy with that.
And cocoa butter was not one of them. It is, of course, Ilipe palm oil, sow, shea butter, kokum gurji, and mango kernels.
Okay. That was actually more guessable than I thought.
So
I could have guessed palm
if you got
oil.
more than 2 out of 5 at home, very well done. You are smarter than social set. But nice done to Jack. Could have been worse, you know?
Yeah, I think I was happy with Côte d'Ivoire, actually.
Hopefully by now you will have submitted your answers. If not, please do that lickety split, and we'll start thinking about what might be the best team name.
Good stuff. Yeah, submit those answers, and then we can go on with some stuff.
Oh, we've got some clever ones.
That is what I like to hear. So yeah, just
okay. I think I've got my 3 that I'd like to nominate for you to the best team name.
Okay.
These are It's Not Gru, It's Me.
Okay.
We're biding our time. And an extra clever one, Bloody Hail Mary. A combination of Bloody Mary, Hail Mary, and saying bloody hell to someone called Mary.
That's good.
What are you thinking?
I mean, it's the inauguration special, so I'm gonna have to go with the presidential inauguration themed pun.
So it's going for We're Biding Our Time, is it?
Absolutely right.
So here we go. I will tell them, and you get now. We're Biding Our Time team. You get to pick your favourite, what you'd like to be a special round next week. So congratulations.
So, who is? Let's have a look and see who's doing pretty well. Oh, it's a good range.
Right, I need to start screen sharing again, I guess. I think the best I've seen so far is a team who have got a whopping 40 points.
40 points. That is very impressive.
40 points go to Simon Grew. I think possibly the team, including our very own Simon Forrest, possibly, I'm not sure. But very well done, Simon Grew. You've won the quiz. So, I'm sure this is right up your street. You have won your prize, which is... Here it comes. Which is this mystery link. It's a mystery link prize, our favourite. So if you type bit.ly/M mystery link with capital L USA into your search bar, it will come up with your prize, a mystery link, and perhaps an inauguration themed mystery link, which I spent more time on than I should have done. So type that into your search bar and you will get your mystery prize.
You'll receive a lovely surprise. And it's nothing malicious, so don't worry, we're not...
Nothing malicious. Arguably not that lovely, but there you go. Congratulations, Simon Grew. And...
Good stuff. I guess that brings us to an almost close.
Just in the nick of time, we've got our specialist round for next week, which is on Mario Kart.
Wow, that's a huge one.
What a time. So come back next week for a special round of America and much, much more. That's it from us.
Very exciting. Good stuff. All right. So, yeah, see you all next week. Hope you have a great week and stay safe. We'll see you then.
See you then. Ta-ra.
See you in a bit.